if God made this world, and I believe he did, and it's his world, then we would do well to understand him and to understand his world. So our mission here at Manhattan Christian Academy is to educate the children of New York City for lifelong service and leadership through knowing God, delighting in him, and understanding his world. And that includes all the academics and everything that we would study here and so forth. So reading is very important. If a child doesn't learn to read well by the end of third grade, they'll struggle the rest of their lives. So I think we do have a rigorous science program. We believe in a literal six-day creation by God. If God is powerful enough to raise Jesus from the dead, he's powerful enough to create the world in 6 days. And we think there's evidence that supports that too. When I first came, I was really amazed at how often the kids would disrespect one another. They would diss one another. And I was surprised that they had a lack of vision for their future. And God speaks about this. He speaks about this with the parable of the talents. He gave 1 talent to one guy, 2 to another, and 5 to yet another. And he wants us to take those talents, those abilities that he gives us, and he wants us to multiply them. And so the guy with 2 made 4, and the guy with 5 made 10, and the guy with 1 dug a hole and didn't do anything with his. And God said, "You wicked and lazy servant." I think sometimes the laziness and lack of vision that I see is one of the greatest challenges to help young people. And this is probably true of me. I think my fear of reading and the difficulty of reading helped me to avoid it for 19 years. And I wish I could have overcome that fear much earlier. And so if we can help instill in our kids a drive and an understanding that they're probably twice as smart as they think they are, they just haven't figured it out yet, and that with God's help they can actually multiply their efforts and do things more. So it's important that we get to children early with academics and with education, but also with the spiritual side of things, the morality side of things, because we're body and we're mind and we're spirit, and so a faith-based school will address those issues.